Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Max AC channel. For this month's theme, I was inspired by last week's episode where we made some Ichigo daifuku, which was inspired from an anime. So, for this month, we will be celebrating AniMAY, where we will be making 4 recipes inspired by 4 different animated pieces of entertainment. For this week's episode, we will be making GREEZ'S salty foodstuff from the game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. For this recipe, you will need 1 cup of chicken broth, a half cup of rolled or old-fashioned oats, a 1/4 teaspoon or 1 to 2 tea bags of butterfly pea flower tea leaves. These are kind of hard to find in stores, so I recommend looking for them online. We'll be using it to dye the food blue, so you're welcome to omit it if you want. Though it wouldn't be very Star Wars-y if the food was a normal color, but up to you. You will also need 2 tablespoons or so of grated Parmesan cheese, a 1/4 teaspoon or so of onion powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon or so of salt. And if you want to make it a full meal, I recommend adding a side of toast, some green grapes, and some eggs from your alien bird of choice. First, in a small saucepan over medium heat, add the chicken broth and bring it to a simmer. While we wait, we'll prepare the Parmesan cheese. Grab a block and use a grater to grate about 2 tablespoons or so of it, using whichever side you like. The cheese will melt completely, so don't worry about which one to use, just make sure that it is grated up. Once your broth is warmed up, add the oats and the butterfly pea flower tea. You can just put the bag in the mixture and remove it afterwards, but the butterfly pea flower is safe to eat, so just dump the contents in. Also, I recommend using at least 2 bags worth if you want it to be really blue. You could also try grinding it up beforehand, and it might more easily release the blue coloring if you do so. Turn the heat down to low and cook for 6 to 8 minutes, or until the liquid has absorbed and the oats are soft. While we wait for that to cook, we can prepare the rest of our meal. Toast up some bread, and then cook your eggs however you wish. I usually go for scrambled eggs for breakfast, but since that's very texturally similar to cooked oatmeal, I opted to go with some fried eggs this time. Then, when your oatmeal is fully cooked, add in the cheese, onion powder, and salt. Give that a good mix, and your GREEZ'S salty foodstuff is ready to eat. I was trying to think of a Star Wars recipe to do for this week in order to celebrate May 4th, as well as the release of the new Star Wars game, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, but I wasn't quite sure what exactly I wanted to make. So I decided to look at StarWars.com, and apparently they have a bunch of really fun and interesting Star Wars inspired recipes to make. And so that's where I found this one. Specifically, this dish was made by GREEZ'S, captain and cook of the Mantis during the events of the first game of the series. And the reason it's called salty is because in the scene where the foodstuff was present, GREEZ'S was salting it for over a minute. They even made reference to it in the sequel book, Star Wars Jedi Battle Scars, where another of GREEZ'S dishes was also full of salt. I'm not sure if GREEZ'S will make another dish for us in Survivor, but if you're watching this video around the time it is released, I am currently streaming my playthrough of Star Wars Jedi Survivor on this channel, so if you want to tune in, we might find another of GREEZ'S salty dishes along the way. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. In the comments below, let me know how it went if you decided to make it, and let me know if there's anything you want me to make next. Like the video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to this channel for more episodes of the Max AC channel. And remember, If you want to stay cool in the kitchen, turn your AC to the max and watch the max AC channel.